Units of the Insta360 Luna Ultra are in the hands of creators right now. The footage is out, the videos are up, and none of them are allowed to tell you the specs, but here is what I can tell you after watching all of them carefully. The footage looks genuinely good. This is not a pre-release prototype struggling through beta firmware. This is a camera that is close to finished, and the timing of its arrival could not be more perfectly calculated, because right now, the competitor it was built to beat is not even available in one of the biggest camera markets in the world. After NAB, Insta360 handed units to a wave of creators. The videos are coming out fast. Everyone is using beta firmware, which means some footage shows minor stabilization quirks that will almost certainly be resolved before the final product ships. That is normal. Stabilization tuning is always one of the last things locked in before launch. What the footage confirms, the camera is real, it works, and the image output at this stage looks competitive with anything in the pocket gimbal space right now. What nobody can confirm yet: specs, focal lengths, frame rates, exact sensor details, no pricing, no launch date. All of that is still under NDA. The launch date situation is deliberate. Insta360 is not rushing the Luna Ultra to market. They are waiting. And what they are waiting for makes complete sense when you look at what is happening on the DJI side. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4 launched and did not launch in the US, not delayed, not coming soon, just not available there. And it goes deeper than that. The FCC registrations for the Pocket 4, the Lido 1, and the Lido X1 were cleared, and then recently terminated. Products that had FCC approval. Losing that approval, that is not a routine paperwork situation. That reflects the ongoing and unresolved regulatory pressure on DJI in the American market. DJI has a workaround. A company called Xtra operates in the US market, selling what are essentially DJI products under a different brand name. The Xtra Muse launched as a Pocket 3 equivalent. The Xtra Muse 2 is now announced, which is functionally the Pocket 4. When the Pocket 4 Pro launches, a version will almost certainly follow under the Xtra name as well, so US buyers can get the product. But not with DJI branding, not with DJI Care, not with full DJI software integration, not with the DJI ecosystem experience, through a third-party brand that requires a separate support relationship. For loyal DJI users, this is a genuinely frustrating situation. And it is exactly the gap that Insta360 is positioning Luna Ultra to fill. Insta360 is a Chinese company too. The Luna will face its own regulatory scrutiny depending on how things develop in the US. Nothing is guaranteed, but right now, in this specific window, Insta360 has a cleaner path to the US market than DJI does. The Luna Ultra landing in US retail at a competitive price, while the Pocket 4 Pro is unavailable under the DJI name, while GoPro Mission 1 pricing is still unknown. That is a market opportunity that does not come around often. The Pocket 4 Pro has only been teased on DJI's China website, not globally, not with US availability. The Pro version with the dual camera system, the direct Avatar 360 competitor in the pocket camera space, is at minimum weeks away from any announcement, and the US availability situation is genuinely unclear. If Insta360 launches the Luna Ultra with full dual camera specs, competitive pricing, and US availability before the Pocket 4 Pro reaches American buyers, they capture a market that DJI has spent years building loyalty in. That is not a small opportunity. The pocket camera market in the next 2 to 3 months is going to be more competitive than it has ever been. Insta360 Luna Ultra, DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro, whenever and wherever it actually launches. GoPro Mission 1 Pro. Shipping May 28th, price still to be confirmed at NAB. 3 genuinely ambitious cameras targeting roughly the same creator audience, all arriving within weeks of each other. For buyers, this is genuinely good news. More competition means better products, sharper pricing, faster innovation. Nobody wins when one company owns a category unchallenged for years. For anyone trying to decide what to buy right now, the honest advice is to wait, not indefinitely, but the next 2 months will give you real-world comparisons, real footage side by side, and real pricing across all 3 options. Making a decision today before all of that is available means committing without full information. Here is the thing that specs and footage comparisons cannot capture. Switching from DJI to Insta360 is not just about buying a different camera, it is about whether you are willing to rebuild everything around a new brand: DJI accessories, DJI mic system, DJI Care, the workflow you have developed over years of using DJI software, the muscle memory of the interface, the comfort of knowing that if something breaks, support exists and is mature. Insta360 has been building their ecosystem seriously. Aries, the new wireless mic with the Luna, is a direct acknowledgement that audio integration was their weak point versus DJI. The Leica partnership addresses color science. The software has always been strong, but ecosystem switching has a real cost that spec sheets do not show. If you have invested heavily in DJI accessories and workflow, the Luna Ultra needs to be meaningfully better in ways that matter to you personally, not just competitive on paper. For DJI users in regions where DJI products remain fully accessible, the switching cost is real and the bar for the Luna is high. For US users who cannot get the Pocket 4 Pro under the DJI name and face the Xtra workaround instead, that switching cost calculation looks very different. The ecosystem they are loyal to is already partially inaccessible. The Luna Ultra entering that gap is not asking them to abandon DJI. It is offering an alternative at a moment when DJI cannot fully serve them. That is the most important contextual factor in this entire story that most coverage is missing. The Luna Ultra is real, the footage looks strong, the timing is calculated, and the competitive window is real. What we still do not know: final specs, pricing, launch date, and whether US regulatory clarity holds for Insta360 the way it currently does. Let me know where you stand on that. Do you love the DJI ecosystem and cannot give up on that? Or are you waiting for Luna? The moment any of those become clear, this channel covers it immediately. No NDA, no brand preference, just honest analysis of what the numbers actually mean for your buying decision. Subscribe and hit the bell. The next few months in this space are genuinely interesting, and you do not want to be catching up. Something to think about.